All right, Norbert, let's get right into it. So you want to become a Bitcoin millionaire, but let's face it, you're probably not going to do it trading Bitcoin. It's up at $40,000. The dream of getting a 1000x return on that is over, but you can probably do it trading some of the best altcoins, which are the alternatives to Bitcoins and are actually trading at a fraction of the cost and still have that potential to have those 1000x returns. In fact, I had a 500% return on my account in just the last couple months alone. So that's what I want to talk about today. What are the 6 steps and processes you need to take to get rich in 2021, potentially become a crypto millionaire by trading the best altcoins? That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm a 16-year pro trader. Let's get into it.
From making millions of dollars as a day trader for 15 years and now mentoring students who are making $18,000 in a day, to making millions running an online course and coaching business and now mentoring students who are making $70,000 per month. I know how to make money online, but it's time to give back. So I'm going to give away over $10,000 worth of my online day trading and entrepreneur courses for absolutely free. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button, and I'll be running a small budget of advertisements retargeting people who subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now and be on the lookout for that secret advertisement that will give you access to all my programs for free.
Tip number 1 is just understanding how the market actually works and understanding how money flow works, okay? Money flows in and out of today's trading opportunity. I've been a trader for 16 years and I focus all on short-term opportunities, okay? So this video is not about holding on to Bitcoin for 10 years. You know, if you're gonna do that, go focus on your day job. You don't need to be watching buoys or videos about Bitcoin. But let's talk about what happens in every situation, in every market, every time Bitcoin has gone up, every time the stock market has gone up. This is the same thing over and over again, and it's called a bubble or a parabolic move. And how this works for every trade opportunity is that there's some wolves that find diamonds in the rough, and then some more wolves come in. They're like, hey, let's bring the whole wolf pack with us, and then that diamond in the rough gets a little bit bigger, and that translates into price action going up and more people talking about it, to the point where all of a sudden the masses come in and crowd this massive fucking diamond in the rough, and it's no longer a diamond in the rough. Everyone, their grandma, their little fucking 2-year-old son is all talking about Bitcoin, and maybe we should join and jump on the bandwagon. Usually when you see that happen and everybody's at the dinner table, that usually means that price action has already gone up in what we call a parabolic move, and everyone's idiots buying up here, and things are about to potentially go south, which is why you want to get out of those positions and never get attached to anything. And let's just take a look at Bitcoin in 2017 when we were looking at the original things that were going on in Bitcoin. These are wolves down here, diamonds in the rough. This is all price action happening before things got a little bit too big. And then all these things that are happening up here, people start talking about it. Everyone's talking about it. My ex-girlfriend's talking about it. My mom's talking about it. You know what people are doing? They're FOMO buying as things go up, okay? And these are no longer wolves. Wolves don't buy up here. Wolves start selling what they bought down here to the idiot sheep up here and start locking in profits. You never lock it in profit until you actually have it sold and in your bank account. And actually, you can also make money when things go down. So wolves are actually potentially selling short up here as well, because they're betting on things potentially going to the downside. And this happens in every single market. Every time you see a parabolic move, what comes up comes down every time. Just a 100% fact. It's just a matter of when is that going to happen. And I'm not saying Bitcoin is topped out at 40K by any means. It could easily go to 100K. But the fact is, Bitcoin is already up significantly. Trying to buy Bitcoin at 40,000 probably isn't going to be the best way to make a massive return in 2021, because a lot of times you're just going to be a sheep buying up here and things could go south. And while the wolves took all their profits up here, the sheep are panicking and freaking out. And then what do? They start selling down here for losses because they freaked out. And then guess who's buying down here? The wolves start buying what the sheep are selling. The wolves are always selling what the sheep want and buying what the sheep don't want, okay? And this happens over and over again in every single market. Every day of the week, there's a new opportunity where money flows, and most of that money flows goes into what we call altcoins, okay? These are coins that are trading much cheaper, you know, between 0.001 to $20 typically, and you can make a lot of money on these altcoins because they can move 20 to 200% in a very short amount of time. And that's what we just did. That's how I had a 500% return on my account in just the last couple months alone. Not because I was trading Bitcoin or Ethereum. Actually, I did trade Ethereum for 100% gain, but mostly this was all happening trading altcoin. That's what we want to figure out is where are the altcoins? Where is the money flowing going from today's opportunity? Because we want to make a trade, get in, get out for a profit, and then recycle that money into the next opportunity, get in, get out for profit. I call it the rinse and repeat method. That's all we're trying to do as traders. So understand that we don't want to be sheep, buying in late. We want to find the wolf opportunities and then sell to the sheep and have that wolf mentality. Step number 2, guys, is never marrying a position and being able to diversify your positions and actually selling it if things start not working out. The only way you can lose money in trading in any market is by choosing to lose. As soon as that opportunity goes into a loss, guess what? You have the right and the opportunity to sell it before it gets into a big loss. If you decide to hold on to it, you allowed that loss to grow much, much bigger, and that is literally the only way to lose money. It's not that this game is rigged. It's not that this is a scam. It's not that there's too much competition. If you choose to lose by holding on to a position that doesn't work out, you chose to lose, and that's physically the only way to lose money in the market. And that's why you cannot get married to positions. Case in point, let's take a look at XRP, of which I just made $30,000 on in a very short amount of time, getting in right around here and then selling upwards at 78 cents. And then right before the SEC came out, or right when the SEC came out and dropped the bomb saying we got an SEC lawsuit against XRP at about 55, I sold at 48.5, locked in my $30,000 and walked away with a profit. While I wrote about this on YouTube and I made a video about it, and I got completely attacked by the XRP army because they're all married to it. And guess what happened to them? They held on to this thing all the way down to 17 cents. And now, again, I was up like $60,000, $70,000 at once on this position, which would have been my largest single gain trade. And I would be at a negative position if I would have held on to that. To go from $70,000 to zero or negative is the dumbest thing you can ever do. So I choose not to lose. I had a $30,000 profit here. To not lock that in would be completely idiotic, especially when you have things telling you that this is not working out. When the chart is talking, it pays to listen. So you never, ever get married to a position based on what your opinion is, or what you think, or what you hope is gonna happen. The only truth in markets, what is the chart saying? Is it telling you that this is working out, or is it telling you that this is not working out? It's simple as that. You don't get emotional, you don't marry in a position. That's why you have to have multiple positions, because you don't know which one is gonna work out. And if it's not working out, you walk away with your profit, or you sell for a small fucking loss before you ruin your entire account and lose everything. Never marry a position. When the chart is talking, it pays to listen. Price action is the only truth there is. Your opinion does not mean shit. All right, guys, next tip number 3 is kicking FOMO to the curb. And this really just boils down to having what? Patience. I'm probably gonna spell patience wrong here, or miss an E maybe somewhere in there. That's just how I roll. But it's all about having patience and waiting only for the right opportunities. Just like I said, the sheep mentality, that's where most people lose, and that's why there's about a 95 to 98% losing ratio in the markets across the board, is that most people FOMO trade. Things already happened, the wolves already got in early, things start moving, and then your grandma suggests that you maybe should participate in this thing. That means you're late to the fucking party. If you're coming to me or another professional trader asking, should I buy still? Is this still a good place to buy? That means you're fucking FOMO trading and you have absolutely zero fucking clue what you're doing, and you're gonna lose your fucking ass because you have zero patience and zero knowledge of if you are actually making the correct decision. Here's the other problem when you are FOMO trading. Say there is a pattern that you're trading, and this was kind of the area that you want to buy in, but price action comes here and then starts skyrocketing up here. And then you're thinking, well, you know, maybe I should buy up here. The problem is, people who bought down here before everything happened, they have a good risk reward. And you should always have at least a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio. That means the amount that you're gonna win is 3x the times your amount you're willing to lose. So if you're willing to make, you know, $30 on this trade, you better only risk $10 loss on this trade, okay? So that would be a 3-to-1 win ratio. And if you buy down here, you can definitely have that, and you might already be up $20 at this point right here, and then you might be selling up here for $30 on that position. Okay, and then you have a $10 loss down here. But if you buy up here and you're still trying to have a 3-to-1 win ratio, this price action might easily pull back from here and retest that area where a lot of the wolves got in. Okay, so your risk reward, your RR, is completely ruined when you're late to the party and you're FOMO trading thinking, well, maybe I should have still get in, I don't want to lose out. And it doesn't mean that these things can't continue to go up. The fact is your entry price is extremely important, and it's very important that you are patient and wait for only the right right opportunities, because the more and more that you ruin your risk reward, the more and more you're gonna have emotional trading get involved. And this is the only thing that kills traders, is being emotional and not waiting for the risk reward and not having patience, because the more and more you screw up this 3-to-1 risk reward ratio, the less likely you're gonna make money, and you're gonna turn into a sheep, become the 95 to 98% of traders who fail. So only identify the best risk rewards and have patience to actually wait for it. And if you miss it, fucking move on to the next one. There's always opportunities every day. Tip number 4, guys, is that you have to become a mother effing Jedi master of trading if you actually want to make a lot of money and do this long term. So many people just get started and want to dabble. They open up their account and they're like, oh, let's give this a shot. And I did the same exact thing in 2005 when I placed my first trade. I had absolutely zero fucking clue what the hell I was doing. You know what? Want to know what happened? I lost money for the next 3 years and I blew up my account 3 times over the course of 3 years. Now, I don't want to see you go through that process, and I know probably 95% of you are going to do that same thing because we're fucking human, we're all fucking idiots and are ignorant. But listen, let me just explain to you how this works, that you have to become part of what you would call a league. When you look at the NBA, who makes it in the NBA? About 2% who try, okay? Let's look at business startups, all right? About 90 to 95% fail. What about trading? About 95 in the stock market fail, about 98% in forex and currencies fail. That means that you have to become a Jedi master of this game if you want to join the league. There is absolutely no dabbling. Yeah, you might get beginner's luck and make a little bit of money, but guess what's going to happen eventually over the long haul is you're going to lose it all. And a lot of times people want to only rely on alerts, of which I do offer in my Discord chat room. Problem is, if you only rely on this, you're eventually just going to turn into a big sheep. Some sheep do make money, but if you want to make big money and you want to join the league of Jedis, just like the NBA basketball, just like the best entrepreneurs, just like the best traders, just like any professional sport, trading is not something that you dabble in. Trading is a profession, and you're never going to make big money until you treat it as one. Which brings me to tip number 5, guys, is if you do want to become a professional trader at doing this and make actual big money, especially in altcoins in 2021, and potentially become a Bitcoin millionaire, you're gonna need a mentor. Otherwise, you're gonna spend the entire year or the next 3, like I did in the beginning, to figure out how the hell am I gonna do this and make this work? In addition, you're probably gonna lose all your money if you don't find a mentor and figure out how to actually do this correctly from the start. Let's take a look at like a basketball game. Everyone in the stands would love to be a professional NBA player, but do you think that they can just walk down to the court and get started on day 1 and just be like, hey coach, put me in, I wanna give this a shot? No, that's not how getting into a league works. You actually have to go through a lot of training and learn exactly how to do it correctly from someone who has a lot of experience there. And that's exactly where I come in with my new program that I call Krypton. Yes, I've been teaching people how to make money in the stock market for 16 years with my old Fous strategy, and now I'm implementing a lot of the same tactics, yet some also additional new things, because crypto is a totally different market, and I call it the Krypton strategy, exactly how to find 20 to 200 to 500% runners on altcoins before the entire crowd does. Like I said at the beginning in step 1, and tip number 1 is that we need to become wolves and understand money flow. And that's exactly what I'm going to teach you in this program, is how do you become a wolf trader and actually find these opportunities before they rip 20 to 40 to 50 to 200%, because we need to have that good 3-to-1 risk reward ratio, like I explained early, if we want to do this correctly and not get emotional when we're trading. Just like XRP, how I locked $30,000 in profits in while everyone else is still holding the bag at about an 80% loss. You want to know what happened during that 80% loss while people are still holding? That was when I made another $30,000 to $50,000 in a couple of months trading altcoins, while everyone else was married to one position and not diversifying their money. In addition, this brings me to the next point of stocks and forex. For me to get a 500% return in just a few months, I would have to make some extremely crazy risky trades to get 500% ROI. In crypto, I actually did it relatively conservatively and spread my money across a bunch of different trades in altcoins, and that's why this is such a massive opportunity in 2021. There is so much movement right now, but I promise this is not gonna last, so you wanna get started on this ASAP before all these moves go away and the Bitcoin run is over. So with that said, guys, I have an absolutely free free training that you can join right now. It's literally only about 30 minutes. Going to explain to you exactly why crypto is such a better opportunity than stocks and forex in 2021, and exactly how you could potentially become a Bitcoin millionaire using this Krypton strategy. There's a free training with a link below. If you want to get started, go ahead and click that right now. But if you want to continue learning one more last tip, I have just one more right now. So tip number 6 to close this out, guys, is having patience. A lot of people, yes, might join my program and just want to get, balls deep crazy on day one. And that's not the way to approach this. You want to take baby steps, because I promise, even if you go through a course like Krypton, just by going through a course does not make you a pro trader. You don't become a pro trader without putting in the practice, putting in the screen time, and actually learning and going through the processes. Once a trade is open and live, that's when emotions start kicking in, and that's when you need to figure out, okay, can I actually handle this emotionally? And I actually, as a bonus, threw in a 6-hour trading psychology program with the crypto course as well to help you manage that. When you get started, you want to start small and then take baby step increments to start scaling up your account. You don't want to lay all your money on the line on day one. You want to test the waters, prove to yourself that you understand the strategy and understand the system and can have consistent gains. And as soon as you prove that, that's when you start scaling up your position sizes and start making more and more money and start growing your account exponentially without putting yourself at risk of blowing up in the first place. So anyways, guys, those are the 6 tips to potentially become a Bitcoin millionaire trading the best altcoins with the Krypton strategy. If you want to get started in my program, we have an absolutely free training going on right now. It's going to teach you exactly how to dominate crypto in 2021 and find those 20 to 200% movers with that wolf mentality and start selling your profits to the sheep rather than being a sheep and buying up at the top. In addition, just for joining this free training, you're going to get access to my free Discord chat room where I do post my trade alerts. And there's about 1,200 to 1,500 people online at all times in that chat room, and we have over 10,000 members. Anyways, guys, that is a wrap for today. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Boom! Shakalaka.